Good evening, everybody. Let's see. What is this? What is this? Okay. What is? Oh, this is pretty cool. All right. Good evening, everybody. Let me close this. All right. Sorry about that. I was just testing quickly this. The way that Saulo set up his ecom is amazing. Basically, what it does once I go live, it pulls up my YouTube and Periscope channel all at the same browser. Fascinating. All right, folks, give me a minute or two. So, and we can start with the show in a few minutes. It's still 5:59 p.m. Central Time right here in San Antonio, Texas. Let's see. Do you all have any question today on digital marketing? Can you help me? Can you all hear me clearly? Can you all hear me? Can you all hear me clearly? Can you all hear me clearly? Let's see the group. All right, folks. So, what's the question for today? What do y'all want to learn today? All right. Okay, so yeah, for the past few weeks, I've been analyzing, website where I was looking for user experience options and also the technical SEO, right? Part of the basic technical SEO. So one of the question here, can you please repeat those technical SEO steps? So basically, when you look at a website from a technical SEO point of view, you're looking at the on-page SEO of the website. Okay, so there's so many. I mean, first let's talk about what are those on-page SEO in the first place, right? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about some of the on-page SEO when it comes to like what areas that you all need to focus. So just give me like a few minutes here. Manish, I think the date is wrong. Oh shoot, the date is wrong. Sorry about that. It should be May. Well, thank you for pulling it out. Thank you. Let me see if I can quickly update that. Looking good, my friend. Robert Garcia, what's going on, my man? How are you, bro? So Manish, thanks for pointing it out. I made a mistake. I don't know why it says April. You're right. It should be for May. Fortunately, I can fix it while I'm live. But let's first talk about some of the when we say on page, right? When we say on page, what are the areas to look for when it comes to on page? Okay, so some of the areas when it comes to looking at the on page, your URL. Are you kidding me? Look at this. What's up, Rob? You kidding me? What's going on, Rob? Good to see you, man. What you referring to, man? Ruben, he's like, Okay, Ruben kind of throw me off right there. So anyway, so the question was, what are some of the on-page technical SEO that we need to look for? So the first thing you have to understand, what is the technical on-page stuff on the back of the website, right? So your URL, okay, your URLs, that basically means all the links on your pages has to be clean, in a sense that if you have an about page, testimony page, service page, and whatnot, you don't want to have your domain.com slash this weird, like just the word service or the long words with the numbers and whatnot. Or if you have like a blog post with a bunch of numbers and dates, so you got to keep it clean and short, right? So you have to look at that. The title tags, sometimes we call this page title, sometimes we call it SEO title. So make sure that every single page on your website, okay, based on the relevancy, should have their own relevant title tags. My recommendation is not more than 70 characters, including spaces, okay, and with the relevant keyword about that particular page. And you can use SEO Quake to help you check all those pages. The third thing is the meta tag description. Even though the meta tag description has no SEO value, but it can help your target audience to basically find, when they find the website on Google, if you write the meta tag description in a sense that you're addressing your audience with the keywords on it and with the call to action, that can also help with the, what you call it, the increasing your click-through rate. Okay, so look at the URLs, the title tags, and the meta tag description. And when it comes to meta tag description right now, you can actually write up to like 320 characters, including spaces, but I would still recommend that you keep it under like maybe 160 to be more creative in that perspective, okay? Keyword usage, what I mean by that, when you write a good copy about your service, about your mission, your bio, or the blog post, if you mention the relevant key phrases several times, that can also help. But the keyword exactly doesn't have to be like verbatim every single paragraph or every other 100 words. It's going to be the same word. The Google search engine right now understand exactly what you're trying to say, okay? But you have to look at the keywords and the content. If you upload images to your website, make sure you give it an alternative text with the keyword on it. What exactly is meta tag in a layman term, like keywords? Excellent question. Mentor me, V. Good to see you back. So the meta tag, basically, it's a small description of your page. So you're basically describing what that page is about. So let me see if I can show an example. Let me see if I can show you an example. Let me try to share this. See if I can share this. Give me a second. Mentor me, UEV. Let's see right here. Let's see if I can share this. Give me a second here, please. Right. One second. I gotta go to the system preference here. Does it allow me to share? Fortunately, it's not letting me. Y'all can see the background. Can y'all see the? Let's see. It's not showing the background. Sorry about that. For some reason, I'm not able to share the screen because it's a different machine. I gotta ask my friend. I'm sorry about that. So I gotta go to the setting and make some adjustment on the Chrome browser. Okay. Apologies on that, Manish. Oh, actually, one second. Let me see if I can try it now. Later. Let's see if it works right now. I'm gonna try one more time. Excuse the problems. There you go. Okay. There you go. So basically, Manish, if you are there, I saw mountains. Yeah, the mountains. So right here, let's see if we can. If y'all can see the screen right here. So basically, let's say this is a yoga gym right here in San Antonio. So I did yoga near me. So Yoga in Motion, San Antonio. So, and they put the zip code. So this is the title tag, right? This is the title tag, and this area, Manish, it's the meta tag description. Okay, so the meta tag description describe the what that particular page is about. Okay, even if you don't put the meta tag description manually by yourself, the search engine automatically will pick anything from your page. It will pick anything from your page. Okay, and that's why sometimes you'll notice that the meta tag looks weird, because it just picked anything from the page and it looks like a bunch of gibberish, right? So you can utilize the meta tag description if you want to talk to your audience. Like, for example, are you looking for the best yoga, gym or services, whatnot? We get the best features, click the link, and blah blah blah. Okay, so that's what I meant by the meta tag description. So remember this: the title tag, the one that you saw, that happens on the back end of your website. If your website is built on a self-hosted WordPress-based website, then you can use Rank Math plugin or Yoast plugin to help you to optimize every single page. The way you type the title tag, it has to be humanly readable. So let's say I'm a yoga instructor. So the way I'm going to start is San Antonio Yoga Gym by Yusuf, the crazy yoga master, right? So that's humanly readable, and San Antonio Yoga Gym, that's a keyword, right? And that page talks about the San Antonio Yoga Gym, for example, okay? So that's the title tag and the meta tag description. We talked about the keyword usage. Anchor text. So what is an anchor text? So anchor text basically is like your words that are clickable. So if I read your about page about your company, somewhere in the content you said, if you want to check our services, I click on the word services, then it will take me to the service page. If I click on contact us, then it will take me to contact us page. Okay, so that's what the anchor text means. Okay, it's like a clickable word. So you can have the anchor text on your own website internally, right? Because we're talking about on-page SEO. Internal link building. So you're linking several blogs on a different blog pages, or you're linking some content from your blog to your static pages, or from the static pages to other static pages. For example, let's say you wrote a blog about certain subjects and you mentioned some of the services. When I click on it, it will take me to your service page, the static service page on your navigation. Okay. Let's say you're describing several services and you want the audience or your target audience to contact you, and there's a contact on the service page. It will take me to for example, the contact page, right? So that's the internal link building. You also have to look for a schema tag. So schema tag, basically, if you're an author, if you have a location for your business, you can use certain code to basically explain to the search engine, these are the properties for these sort of stuff, okay? You also have to look for outbound links. What are you pointing out? What kind of links you're pointing it out? You also have to check the speed of your website. Okay, you have to look into that. We talked about alternative text. Make sure you have some sort of sitemap. Make sure you have the robots.txt file configured. And of course, if you have like a header for your blog post, that's an option as well. Okay, look at the question. So these are some of the on-page, not all, these are some of the on-page technical SEO stuff that you have to keep your eyes open to it, okay? So now, when it comes to one second here. What is this? What is this? What is that? Oh, somebody's sharing something. Fasiha, what's going on? Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for tuning in. What's up, David? What's going on, my man? Hey, Madiha, how are you? So, did you finish what you're supposed to do? Okay, cool. Mentor me, OEV. Thank you. Let me know if you have any questions. So, because the main question was, what are some of the technical SEO stuff that we should look for? And since I've been analyzing sites for several weeks, I looked at the user experience aspect of the website. Then I talked about some of the technical SEO, right? So when it comes to technical SEO, check, for example, if you have any pages that are with an option called no index. So sometimes the mistake that I noticed with some of the website out there, with some of the beginners when they build a WordPress self-hosted website, under the dashboard settings in general, there's an option that says do not index this page, or don't let the search engine find this, right? So there's a technique that if you don't want certain pages to be indexed by the search engine, there's something called the no index tag, okay? But in general, all the pages that you want the search engine to basically index them, you have to make sure that it doesn't come with the no index. Yes, please come in. What's going on? It's fine, man. Come in. Wait, I know it's live, but you got a
Oh,
question.
you using that computer?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine, man. That's all good.
You good? All right. So the thing is, so you got to make sure that all the pages are indexable, right? If you notice that some of them have no index and it's an important page, so you have to basically remove that from your code, okay? And you can definitely use WooRank.com or SEO Quake to pull that. David Johnson, hola. ¿Qué pasa, hermano? So that's check for that. Your robots.txt file, basically with WordPress by default, they come with the basic robots.txt file that basically will prevent the search engine to have your WP-admin publicly visible. I mean, people of course can type that and find it, but that specific link to log into your website is not going to be just show up on Google. Okay, so you can look for that. Also make sure that your website has the SSL certification, the HTTPS. This is something mandated by Google anyway. And once you optimize your web pages properly for on-page SEO, then use the Google Search Console to basically submit your website for indexing. Okay, that is my recommendation. If you never submitted to Google Search Console for re-indexing your website, you can definitely go back and optimize it and resubmit it again, okay? So make sure Yoast has this awesome feature where you can create an XML sitemap. So what is an XML sitemap? An XML sitemap basically tells the search engine to look at all the links within your web pages. If you want to index every single page on your website and you don't want the spider or the Google bots or the software to basically miss it, then you have to set up an XML sitemap. And once you get the link for the XML sitemap, you have to log into your Google Search Console and do a sitemap submission, okay? Initially, I talked about how one of the things that you have to focus on when it comes to on-page SEO is your URLs. So the way to optimize it, you gotta make sure they're clean, they're short, it has the keyword on those links, okay? You also have to check the speed of your website. So we've been using the Google test page service to basically check the speed of the website and the GTmetrix. MentorMe OEV, do you know of any quick start video sites on how to use LearnDash and get students enrolled quickly? Well, if you go to YouTube, if you just type how LearnDash for beginners 2020 or 2019, that will definitely help you. But just make sure that the video is like not older than 6 months. All right, maybe 1 year is too much. So look for like 6 month, few month video. And if it's a beginner's guide, it has to be at least 1 hour. So that's option number one. Option number two, started. Okay, option number two, I don't know if you are in San Antonio, but here in San Antonio, we have an organization called Bibliotech. If you're in San Antonio, I'm not sure if are you in San Antonio? MentorMe OEV. Let's see, Biblio. So Bibliotech. What Bibliotech did here in the city of San Antonio, let me show you this thing real quick. Bibliotech. One second. Let me show this again. Arlington. Okay, you're in Arlington. Sorry about that. So you can probably check with the city. So here in San Antonio, Texas, we have this awesome Bibliotech. Is an organization. It's like a digital library. So once you sign up for free, you have to, of course, in Texas and San Antonio. Once I get the access to Bibliotech, I have unlimited access to treehouse.com and also Lynda. If you know Lynda, which is also owned by what do you call it? LinkedIn. Okay, so lynda.com, this is like, I've been using LinkedIn like way back, like more than a decade. I mean, so LinkedIn acquired them. They have tons of amazing videos for everything from business, consulting, tax, digital, cybersecurity, everything. So I used to, back in the day in 2006, when I was learning the videography and online marketing and whatnot, I used to use VTC.com, which stands for virtualtrainingclass.com, and Lynda used to be like $25 a month for unlimited videos. So now with Bibliotech, I'm a member of Bibliotech, so I have free access, unlimited access to Lynda, okay? But if you log in to your LinkedIn also has an access to your, Lynda. It might be limited, it might give you some options to view some of the free stuff, so that's another place for you to check it out. When it comes to like LearnDash, I mean, sometimes LearnDash themselves, they will have the training there on LearnDash, okay? So let me see, LearnDash Beginner Guide 2020. So this one here, 10 months ago, how to make this online course website with WordPress using LearnDash. Okay, that's not that too far, less than a year. This 1 month ago, look at LearnDash review 2020, LearnDash tutorial. You don't want to go look. You don't want to go for the review. Just go for the tutorial. This one 3 months ago. Look at that, LearnDash tutorial. Build an online course with WordPress. So look for these, right? Anything less than a year, and type the word 2020 because you want to make sure that it's the latest. Okay, Mentor Me OEV. All right. So let me know if that was a question. Another option is one of my favorite website in a group. It's WP Beginner by Saeed Bulki, right? Hope you join their Facebook group. So if you go to WP Beginner and just go to search, let's type LearnDash. And they got the coupon, how to create a course using LearnDash. So you can actually go to his website, and what I like about WP Beginner, they give you all the step-by-step guide with, you know, more resources and images and, you know, really fully detailed. Okay. Okay, thank you for that. Yeah, you're more than welcome. You see, it shows you the picture so you can follow through step by step. You've joined the group, awesome. Yeah, I got blocked from commenting because I made a mistake in that group. So I gotta wait until they release me from that block. Awesome. Farah, assalamu alaikum sister, how are you? How do I generate new leads for my mosque construction just giving page? That's an excellent question. So you have several options, okay? You have several options to do. First, you have to look and see exactly what's happening nowadays, because everyone is trying to use online to basically start, you know, asking for donation and whatnot. So the thing is, you have several options. You can if you already have an existing social media page, you can basically make the announcement. You can make a post and pin that post. So yes, WP Beginner Engage Facebook page, yeah. So you can post about the, if you want to generate the donation for the new construction on the Facebook business page and pin it. You can also create a banner for the page or for your social media channel, so it's going to always stay there, right? Use Canva for that. And if you have an email subscribers, you can send a list of, send the email to the subscribers within the community and whatnot. And you can also, because if there's no time, you do have to invest in, let's say, Facebook advertising. If you want to send the traffic back to the website, then you have to select website traffic ad, okay? If you want to put a post on the Facebook page and boost it with the link to the website, then you have to select boost the post, okay? And if you want to learn more about how to run Facebook advertising, you can always go to YouTube and type Facebook advertising for beginners 2020, or you can go to facebook.com/blueprint and basically check it from there. Now, if you already have the campaign, all the messages and the images, and if you run the ad and for some reason it's not working, feel free to let me know. Give me some sort of access so I can have my team look at it and give you some feedback on how to improve it. Okay? All right, so in terms of, so going back to the technical stuff, so you have to optimize the speed of the website. So use GTmetrix, use Google Speed Test, okay? I mean, you can of course use plugin to speed it up, or CDN, the Cloud Delivery Network, or you can just ask your developer to go ahead and make the changes that needs to be changed. You can also look at the hosting company, because having a good web hosting company can actually help you to speed up your website. Charles, my man, what you doing, bro? How are you, man? How you doing? How you doing, man? How you doing? Make sure that your website is mobile friendly. You can use a tool called mobile friendly test. You can just Google it and find that, or you can also use Responsinator. Okay? Responsinator.com. Sorry, Terminator. You can use Responsinator to see how your website looks like on most of the popular mobile devices. Okay, if you have any pages on the website, like a 404 pages or broken links or that kind of error page issues, make sure you take care of them. You fix them. Okay, and there's another option on the Google Search Console called the structure data markup. So there's an option that you can use, something called structured data markup. So make sure you have that set up on your website. So these are some of the basic, technical SEO stuff that you need to look for. Okay. All right. So let's see. Do we have any? Let's see. Do we have any question? Charles, what's going on, my man? What's new, bro? Anything different today? Let's see if there are any more questions. Anybody has any more question? Y'all don't be scared, don't be scared. Just ask. I know y'all have questions. I can sense it. I can feel it. Matthew, what's going on, my man? How you doing, bro? Maria, thank you for sharing the live streaming. I appreciate it. Charles, close 2 deals today. Yes! Congratulations, Charles, for closing 2 clients. That's what I'm talking about, man. So how did you get it? How did you close the deal? Would you like to share with us for those freelancers out there that wants to make some extra cash on web development? Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's the good news. I get very excited when I see businesses do very well, on their business. Yeah, that's right. You're most welcome. You are most welcome. So, do we have any question today about digital marketing or search engine or WordPress or how to breakdance, that kind of stuff? Don't forget, the other day I shared an article about how Facebook acquired GIF or Giphy for like $400 million. So if they're gonna invest in buying a company that all they do is GIF, so now it's your opportunity to start putting your own Giphy or GIF on the GIF services. So when people look for interesting topic, your brand can possibly have some of those interesting stuff. So yeah, you close deals when you believe in yourself. You close deals when you believe in yourself. Yeah, of course, you gotta have that confidence, right? You gotta have that confidence, and you gotta make sure that you do your homework with your clients, see who they are, what they are, ask them the right questions, right? Ask them the right questions and provide a solution for them. Do you still recommend Answer the Public? Yes, absolutely. I still recommend Answer the Public for content research. But I also recommend 2 more tools. Let me pull that one for you. It's called the Tweak Your Biz. Okay, Tweak Your Biz. I'm gonna pull it up for you. Tweak Your Biz, and CoSchedule is actually a plugin for submitting your blog, posting your content on your own website, which is the WordPress website, then pushing it to other social channels. So let me show you these 2 tools. Okay, just give me a second here. Bear with me. 1 second. That was an excellent question from Ruben, Mr. Sanders. Yeah. All right, so the first thing, of course, y'all can hear me, right? The first thing, of course, the Answer the Public. The second thing is called tweakyourbiz.com/title generator. Okay, so the cool thing about this is not more like a search, this is just to give you ideas, right? So if I type the word yoga again, and it will basically give me a variation of so many ideas for you see that I got more than 200 ideas, like, apply these 10 secret technique to improve yoga. All these titles are very catchy and very interesting, so it grabs the attention of your readers. Just make sure they're authentic and real. You're not just gonna make it up. If you have 10 biggest yoga mistake you want to talk about, then talk about it, right? Same thing with you, Rob, with your financial awesome tips and advice. You can do something like the 10 biggest financial investment mistake that you can easily avoid, something like that, right? So list type of topics, best of the best type of topics, how to, questions, love, oh my god, 6, celebrities and secrets, snark. So there's so many ideas that can help you to come with an interesting title for your content. Okay, Rob? So that's one. So beside answer the public, check this one. Then also check this one here is called the headline analyzer. So if you have an interesting title, you need to put the title right here, then it will tell you how good it is and what's the percentage of the emotion level and the popularity and how this is going to be good or not. So you can definitely try these 3 tools: the answer the public, the title generator, and the headline analyzer. Okay, there was another company that we've used with some of our clients. It's called is it Atomic? It's not Atomic Bomb for sure. It's Atomic Reach, I think. Yeah, there you go. So Atomic Reach, it's a service. They used to be free, but not anymore. So what they do, they look at your content and they analyze it, and they make it like make your content to bring more conversions and to make it more where people can actually enjoy reading it, right? So that's another service that we use for some of our clients. What is your branding process for beginners? So that's Charles' question right there. 1 second, Charles. 1 second. So check out, of course, the price is not, this is mostly for our agents. We use that because we are on an agency. So that is something we can, afford. But for a small business like yourself, Rob, I don't think that'll be an option. This used to be a free tool, but so we utilize this sometime in the, in some of our projects, okay? So right now, what is it? Charles asked me this question. What is your branding process for beginners? What is my branding process for beginners? So when it comes to the branding process, the first question to enhance on your question, Charles, the thing is, the first question we have to ask, Charles, is like, what is a brand, right? What is a brand? So if you define the brand, so the brand is the brand or the process of branding comes when your audience sees your action and commitment to your niche, okay? It is who you are and what solution you are providing, the trust and communication you develop with your audience. Did you get that? I just read that from my presentation right here. So brand or the process of branding comes when your audience sees your action and commitment to your niche. It is who you are and what solution you're providing. So that's the first concept. When it comes to the brand positioning, you have to ask this question, like, who are you? Like, who are you? Like, I don't know, get to the chopper, right? Who are you? So who are you? What do you offer? Okay, who's your target market? And what type of solution you provide to your audience? And what kind of result that you're gonna deliver or promise to your audience? Okay, so think of that 5 question. Who are you? What do you offer? Who's your target audience? What is the solution for your customers' needs? And what the result and promise can you deliver? So write this question down and kind of answer it from there, okay? Once you figured all that out, then you can use digital marketing to brand yourself. For beginners, I was like, For beginners, you can use the social, you can build your business on the social channels. You can have your website, right? And to build a brand organically, my advice, and this is what I've been doing for years, it's the educational part of marketing. What I mean by that, you provide valuable content, you provide solution for your target audience, and that's how you build your brand. So if you do podcasts on like the best of the best, or how to pimp my website, for example, by the way, an idea that I had, I never took an action on it. So you start a podcast or YouTube or live streaming, or you put a content that talks everything about web development, web design, what is beneficial for your target audience, and how website can help them, case studies, tips, right? So as soon as you provide all those content on a consistent basis, your brand becomes, you are the web developer guy, or you are the web designer expert, by providing those content on a consistent basis organically. So for beginners, I would say if you're going to utilize social media or the blogging, then start pumping those content. In the social media, the thing is, I don't want you to rely on it 100% because you don't own it. But having your own website where you can actually blog, put your YouTube videos or do live streaming, that is something what I highly recommend. So start blogging, putting social media content, and decide how many type of social channels you're going to utilize it, and that's how you're going to build the brand for beginners, okay, through digital marketing. But remember, when it comes to brand positioning, who are you, what do you offer, who's your target audience, what solution you're providing to them, and what kind of result you're going to bring. Okay, think from the 5 questions, then build yourself from that 5 questions and start pushing your content out there to your target audience, and focus on the value, man. Focus on like really sincerely helping. You know, even if you can spend 1 hour a day to put some awesome material and just share it, okay? The result might not be fast organically, unless if you're gonna invest in ads, that's going to help you. But if you do things organically, it's just like the planting a seed, right? If you plant an apple seed, it's gonna probably take like 11 years to get an apple tree. But think of it from that perspective, on a slow, consistent basis. As long as your content, Charles, is amazing, people are gonna benefit from it and they're gonna share it. Right? They're gonna automatically share it. If you ask them, they can automatically will share it. Like some of my content, people share it. I don't even know when I use tools like Tagboard and Mention. I see some people sharing my stuff in different places, which is super amazing, right? So that is how you're gonna. My suggestion is that is how for beginners, for them to build the brand, is for them to understand based on the 5 questions. Then utilize their website by blogging and sharing those content, or the blog on the social media channels, or also have a daily content post. You can use Buffer app. If you have 3 social channels, I think you can use Buffer app for free for like 3 social media channels, and just post content like beneficial, highly impactful, amazing resources, and not just dumping content for the sake of dumping, right? They have to benefit from it, right? So that's why you can use Answer the Public, because these are the questions that your audience are asking, and now you're providing the content and the solution for them based on their needs and pain points and challenges, right? Use the cost schedule head analyzer. Use the tweakyourbiz.com title generator. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? What is your friend Luis? He's not here. So yeah, I know I'm not looking at the camera because this is a nice Big Mac machine. Okay. So much stuff going on here. Like this cool thing here. What is this thing here? All right. Somebody clapping. See some cool stuff. And the message box right here. Some other stuff right there. I'm like, man, so many. It's confusion. It's like so much stuff going on here, like everywhere. So that was a very good question, Charles. So anybody else has any more question about marketing? And by the way, if you all enjoying watching this live streaming, please do me a favor. All I need to ask from you guys is just share this, but share it with people that are gonna benefit. Don't just share it with everybody that don't care about online marketing or digital marketing, right? So share with your business colleagues, tag some of your awesome, cool friends, and invite. Okay, any more questions? Do we have any more questions? So that was a good one about the brand process. It's 6:38 p.m. Let me see what else I have here. Let me see what else I have here. Okay. So when it comes to before building a site, this is very very common. This thing happens all the time. Like when I meet with any prospect, I usually like to ask them this specific question right here, and that is, before you build the website, there's the 5 questions you have to think. I'm not talking about the platform. I'm not talking about the design and the look and all this stuff. These 5 questions is, what is the purpose of your website? I know it sounds very easy, like what the heck, what does it mean? What is the purpose? I want to make money, of course, but what is the purpose of it? Is it a content-based website? Is it a blogging website? Is it a retail store website? Do you want to capture name and emails? Do you want people to book an appointment or a session? You know what I mean? What do you want them to do? So so the purpose, what is the purpose of those? So that's what I mean by what is the purpose. Like, you have to have a very clear, specific purpose when it comes to building the site. The second question is, how many pages do you need and why do you need them? Right? Like, how many pages do you need and why do you need them? Why do you need a home page? Why do you need a service page? Why do you need a contact page? Everything sounds very simple, but it has to have a purpose behind it. That's why you're adding those pages. You know what I mean? Otherwise, you wouldn't put in the first place. Correct? So how many pages do you have and why do you need them? This is a very legit question, right? Then the third question is, what do you want your target audience, the website visitor, to do when they visit your website? What's the first thing you want them to do? Do you want them to call you? Do you want them to click on the book an appointment? Right? So there has to be a clear understanding. That's the primary thing first. Then after that, of course, the secondary aspect of the website will be having the visitor go to the blog page or service page and whatnot. Okay, but at least what do you exactly want them to do? Or if you want to think of your target audience, this is a term we call buyer's persona. So in the buyer's persona, or your target audience comes to your website, there is something called the buyer's journey or the journey flow. How they're going to flow on the website, where they're gonna have to see first. I should make them see the video first and the call to action. If they're not convinced, then they can see the testimony after that and the company that I work with, then again to the call to action, right? So you have to build the site from that perspective where you're actually taking them into a journey, just like taking them to the store and go to different places. That's how you have to hang. That's how you have to think. I said hang. What is that? Okay. The fourth question is, what is your one primary main call to action on the website? And the last thing is, you have to capture, not all of the business. Some businesses really doesn't require to capture leads, but if you do want to capture every visitor to your website, and actually I do recommend that every website should capture visitor coming to the website, then you have to utilize one of these services like MailChimp, Aweber, MailerLite to basically have your target audience get into the list. If you're offering them like 30-minute session training at no cost, or white paper, or 5 videos, something of high value, you're giving it away to your target audience in order to, in return, to get the name and email and phone number, or just name and email addresses. So those are the 5 questions you really have to think when it comes to a website. Don't make your visitor think. There's a book by Steve Krug. It's called Don't Make Me Think. Okay, if y'all want to study more about user experience and how the website should function. Lashanda in the house. What's going on? Hey, Lashanda, remember this is the one that I was telling you, right? For the connecting. What do you call it? Your connecting your camcorder. See, and there's an HDMI. This will give a high quality video from the professional camera to go live. So yeah, there's an awesome book by Steve Krug, Krug. Check it out. It's called Don't Make Me Think. It's an amazing book because it shows you how some of the stuff that we don't even think about it, but our user base do, and we kind of don't get a chance to look at it. Okay, so Don't Make Me Think by Steve Krug, because really, I mean, you don't want your website visitor to figure out what's going on. You have to walk them through. You have to show them where they need to go, where they need to hang out. Okay. The name of this thing, it's Camlink. Didn't I talk about it last time? Lashanda, didn't I talk about it last time? Camlink, right? There's a whole website, but I don't know if it works on your Flip HD, to be honest. I don't think it works on that one. Let me show you this link here. Camlink, this one, there's a bunch of videos if you can check on YouTube. But let me show you the company side here. 1 second. 1 second. So here we go. This is Camlink. See that? Camlink 4K. Unleash your camera. Buy now. So this is the company. It can be connected to a high definition camcorder, DLSR. So it works on Mac and also PC. I tested it first time. My friend Saulo hooked me up the first time I did it from his studio. It was like, wow, it was so crisp. Especially it takes like 4K quality. So that's what you need if you want to utilize the camera right here. You see that? You can buy it from Amazon. You can or buy it directly from the company right here. Okay, you see that? I should have my affiliate link with these guys. So if you ever want to buy it, let me know so I can share with you my affiliate link so I can make some extra cash from your purchase. All right, look at this cool thing right here. So with Camlink, see that? Can I move? Look at that. That with the regular camera, webcam, and this with the Camlink. Look at that. Crisp. See that? All right. See that? You can connect, it's a USB to an HDMI. Even to also, what is it, GoPro? It connects to GoPro. It's pretty neat. So check it out. So when Saulo bought it, he bought it for like 160, this one piece of thing. But okay, I'll do that. Right, I see. Yeah. All right. So any more questions today? Any more questions? Let's see, we got any more questions here? Let's see, okay. Yeah, any more questions today, folks? It is 6:45 p.m. Central Time. Do you have any more questions on digital marketing? I'm here for you. I'm here for you. So take the advantage of asking me for help and resource. The book, let me pull it up. The book is Steve Krug. It's not new, but it's still relevant. Okay, it's still relevant. Some of the information might be outdated, but in terms of like the general idea about design and user experience, it's really, really good. So let me share with you right here. Let's see, not now, but hopefully we'll get with you mañana. Absolutely. Okay, so Rob, let me know what's the update on the PowerPoint. I'm planning to get your website up and ready this week. So before I do that, I will have you run some quick test analysis and we'll just go live. Okay, then we're going to talk about some sort of marketing technique. Why should I design a website from scratch when I can use a template? Excellent question. So Lashana, this is the book, Steve Krug, Don't Make Me Think. Okay. This is a good book. All right, so Charles has a good question. Why should I design a website from scratch when I can use a template? Of course you can use a template. Here's the thing. Some project does require to build from scratch. Some projects that has some sort of complicated application, tool that the website must come with it, that requires some sort of from scratch, right? Now, most businesses don't care if you build it from scratch or not. They don't even care what are you going to build it on. All they care, the website has to be functional. It's supposed to do what it's supposed to do for their target audience. And if the customer wants to log in and make some changes, it has to be super easy for them to update images and put a blog post and content and whatnot, right? So the dilemma is when somebody go to like, ThemeForest, right? ThemeForest and purchase these templates. I mean, you can definitely, because the idea of the layout, most of the websites layout are the same. I mean, you have a banner, call to action, you scroll down, 3 column, no column. I mean, that's just the standard in terms of the layout, right? But the design itself, if you buy Avada, for example, or any of these premium template, the changes that you're gonna make are the images, the content, and you can tweak it a little bit. This will help you to be more efficient and deliver the website in a short period of time instead of waiting like 6 months, 9 months, or even sometime a year, right? So that's what the customer want. They want you to give them something really, really good and functional, right? So it's fine. I mean, one thing you have to be careful, you don't want to use the same template that other businesses having the same exact, logos and everything. That's like a copy. But in general, even if you build website from scratch, in most cases, they all look similar, right? But the template helps you to start the project quickly and make the changes. So instead of spending 60 hours to finish one project, you can probably spend 20 hours instead of 60 hours and still charge the same amount of money because you're still producing that great result. It's all about delivering the project on a timely manner, functional, works really fast and good. That's what the customer cares, right? Just like this concept of Tesla and Ford. If you remember the story where Tesla went to when Ford had an issue, Henry Ford had an issue with one of his factory. He brought so many engineers, nobody could fix it. He invited Tesla. Tesla probably looked at it for 10 minutes and resolved the issue, and he charged like 10 grand. And of course, at that time, 10 grand was probably a lot of money. Henry Ford, as the story goes, why are you charging that much? Well, because Tesla has all this experience for years. You're paying for that experience and delivery, right? So it's up to you. I mean, we have some project that we work on our clients that really require like building certain things like plugins from scratch. Sometime if you want to deliver the project in a short period of time, and this is what I like about WordPress, because so many developers already create these plugin for WordPress. So you can purchase those plugin or buy it and re-customize it, right? So some sort of customization is still involved. So instead of building a complicated application or website for like 6 months to a year, we can push that and finish it within like 4 months, 3 months maximum. Do you see what I'm saying? So that is up to you, okay? But just make sure because I've seen one prospect several years ago bought me this website, and the template looked exactly like how you buy it from ThemeForest. Not a single change except just the text, and that's not fair, because if I get the same exact template, all the image and the color are the same, but the text are different, that's not good for branding. So you have to tweak it, make it stand out for the brand. Lashanda, so I need to look up Camlink and purchase the book. Don't make me think. Okay, thank you. So you're most welcome. So don't make me think. Basically, Lashanda is for more like design. If you want to understand how website's supposed to work and the user experience, so that's what the book is good for. In fact, you don't even have to purchase it. Just go to your local library and just get a copy. Okay. And for the Camlink, again, I'm not sure if it works with your Flip. You need to have a typical, if you want to do high quality 4K with the camera, like a food show and stuff like that, then that's what the Camlink is for, because you can plug it to your laptop from the DLSR or digital camcorder, right? And you can just go live from there. It's meant for live streaming, not just for regular video recording. That Camlink is meant for live streaming. Okay, it's a device, of course, it's a hardware that has all the software in it. So I was surprised about the quality. I was wondering, like, how come this live streaming that Sauler produces is like 4K, just like from livestreamingpros.com by Lori and I think Lauren and David, right? If you check out their channels, have you checked the Live Streaming Pro channel? Live Streaming Pros. If you want to learn more, they do have a free course that teach you how, if you want to make something professional. I'm all about bootstrapping, right? I look at small businesses. I want to encourage them and inspire them to start like through bootstrap, not the fancy stuff. Of course, the fancy thing eventually you need it when the business grows, right? But this is an awesome, it's a Usified approved website. These are two amazing people, right? They do live streaming about right now she's live right here. You see that's live, you can check it out. So check this website. They have a free course that you can kind of skim through quickly if you want to build something super professional for your food show and whatnot, okay? So they are Usified approved, so make sure you check them out, okay? So 6:52 p.m. Central Time. Any more questions, y'all? Any more questions? Y'all have any more questions? Send me your questions. Send me your questions and ask. Don't be shy. All right. I'm just going to close these links. Jitan Patel, what's going on, my man? How you been, man? You're not talking. You're just coming to the live streaming and throw me that reaction, and that's about it. I can see you having some reaction on the video. Let me know how you've been, how is life, how is business. Oh, just what's going on? How are you? Hey, Marisol. By the way, Marisol, we sent that request to your Google Ads. I'm not sure if you still got it. If you're having an issue, please let me know, because my team, my Google Ad manager sent you a request so we can check and look. In fact, Ray the other day sent me a request and he got it, and we looked at it. We give him feedback. So I was wondering that my team was asking me if you were able to confirm the request, Marisol. Okay, so let me know. Okay, let me know. And by the way, I also want to share something real quick, because with the situation nowadays, I'm also noticing like scammers scamming people online about starting a business and whatnot. So y'all need to be very careful. There's this one channel that I love. Okay, it's called CoffeeZilla. I highly recommend that y'all need to check it out. I enjoy watching this YouTube channel here. It's called CoffeeZilla. Okay, this is CoffeeZilla Espresso. It's like CoffeeZilla. So what he does, he basically exposes all these so-called internet marketers and scammers. And not just that, what I like about him, this awesome individual right here, he actually invites them to his live streaming, like live debate. Okay, so I want you all to check his channel and be very careful, because one thing that I really can't understand, that some of these so-called scammers that scam people by exploiting their situation and needs, when it comes to all this so-called selling stuff online and whatnot, and all this guru mentality. So I thought they're gonna quit, but it's not. They're still doing it, so you gotta be very, very careful. So I highly recommend that you all need to check out this channel. Yeah, Sean, you watch it, right? Yeah, I love his stuff, man. I mean, I would say I agree with most of the stuff that he puts it out there, except for like very few things. Other than that, I love his channel, man. I believe he's from Austin, Texas. So check it out, guys. I mean, it's very good. I mean, recently him and Rebel Wisdom covered a subject on the London Real. I mean, I do watch London Real because Brian Rose has a lot of good people that he interview. But unfortunately, recently he started something called Digital Platform, and I was kind of concerned, like, how can you build a platform for having so many views when there's so many third-party companies out there that you can just pay them? If you're worried about censorship, some of those companies, they're not going to censor it because you're paying for the service. So there was something shady, and luckily Rebel Wisdom, a journalist from YouTube channel called Rebel Wisdom, and CoffeeZilla covered the subject. So you all just need to be very careful, okay? So check out this channel. Rebel Wisdom, he's a journalist. He covered different subjects. Let's see, Wisdom, there you go. So this is Rebel Wisdom, and it's a different journalistic content.
As the tech revolution can...
Okay, you can check it out. That's something totally different. Okay, I like to read, study, do my homework, do a lot of research. That's part of my nature. So that's what I do. In order for me to find truth, I research. I make my own mind about this stuff. Charles, when you where do you see web design and web development after the COVID-19 pandemic? Well, a lot of small businesses did not realize how online marketing is very important. So hopefully when everything comes back 100%, then for sure they need to start utilizing this. So as you know, in digital marketing, we never stop. It's, as long the internet was live and working, everything is continued as it is. Even around this time, we lost like 30% of our client base, but at the same time we're getting leads, so it was amazing. It's just like the new leads that we're getting is actually covering the cost for for any kind of business venture, right? So we're still getting leads amazingly, right? In fact, more, since the live streaming right now. So there's so many companies talking about, like Twitter basically said he's going to make all his staff work from home even if everything opens up, right? So it might be the businesses right now, they're gonna look at it from a perspective of saving money. Why just pay for the building and whatnot if my staff are doing pretty well from home, right? So there's a debate about that. Not every company is gonna do that, right? Some people still not used to the home, working from home. They still wanna come and have that environment with the co-workers, So it's not going to be 100% completely from home, but there's some benefit, like, live streaming, learning because the online courses thing, that's been there for like ages. Like so many universities offer online courses, but that might spike a little bit, it might increase. So for the web design, I would say you're in a lucky boat right now, Charles. Even in our digital marketing, as I mentioned, I mean, I've been getting leads during the so-called this crisis. Even right now, I'm still getting leads. So alhamdulillah, thank God that didn't stop, right? So yeah, I would say it's gonna be beneficial. But what you need to focus on right now, Charles, it's not just the web design and the web development, but also the conversion. You gotta focus on the buyer's journey, how the website can produce result, get into the SEO, learn a little bit about online advertising, because your customer need that conversion of they need to increase their generate more income for their business, right? So you have to look into that, not just the website. There's so many tools out there that talks about the AI, artificial intelligence, web services and whatnot. But for you, you can customize it based on your customer's need, okay? But also learn advertising, learn SEO, learn social media, because you gotta expand your business. You don't wanna be just doing web design for life. Then try to think like a CEO and not like a freelancer. Because back in the day when I was building the business, I was doing everything. You can never survive like that. So you have to delegate and even sacrifice 50% of your income to go to your staff or your teams and contractors and business partners. That way you can get more project coming in. This is something that I even told Sean. I think Sean already has an amazingly team that takes care of some of his project or most of his project, right, Sean? So you can jump into this and let Charles know. So think like a CEO, build a company, and don't just be into the web design only. When I started the online marketing, I was actually into blogging first back in 2006. Then YouTube, then social, then SEO and everything. Then I realized, my clients need more than a blog. They need all these part of the digital marketing services so they can improve their business, and I can also start generating more income. There you go. Sean basically said, yes, Sean has I think he was doing everything by himself. Right now he has a team, which is amazing, because now he can take more clients and have his team spend 80% of the time on the project. Okay, so try to think like a CEO. Don't just stick with your own skill. Of course, having your own skills is great, but when you grow a company, you gotta think like a CEO. Okay. All right. So, are there any more questions? It is 7 p.m. Central Time. I'll wait for one more minute. So let me know if there's any more questions. Again, I'm checking my phone. How rude of me. What I'm doing live. Okay. All right, 1 minute is over. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. I highly appreciate it. Don't forget to send your questions and messages, and I'll be back here tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central Time. So see you all later. Bye-bye.